I'm sorry, McCafferty. But, so, firstly, I want to apologize for my last video where my brother came in the room and I yelled at him. Um, I'm very sorry about that video, but at the time I felt the need to post it because I guess it's for the angsty web series that I still am trying to contribute to so that I can, I guess, do something with my life. I don't know. But again, I'm very, very sorry for my last video where I yelled at my brother and we both argued. Um, I do regret posting that to YouTube. I do regret getting that on video and not just shutting off the camera then and there, or finishing the thing I was reading after we had stopped arguing. I am very, very sorry about that. So to make it up, I am recording this. I'm recording updates for this channel, and I am recording this as a retake to the last video because my brother is not home and neither is my mother and my other siblings. So because of that, I'm home alone. My grandmother's at work and my grandfather is sleeping upstairs. So because of this, I will maybe minimize the amount of energy I did plan for this video because I did plan for it to be happy, wacky, upbeat. But I guess I'll do that later when he goes to bed or when he goes to work because it is currently 11:12 p.m. and I can't really do much until he leaves because I don't want to disturb his sleep. He goes to work very, very late or goes to work very early in the morning. So, well, not in the morning, not when the sun comes up, but very late at night, but very early in the morning. So, because of that, I will post and record 2 videos in this night that my brother is gone so that I have time to record a video and actually post it without having disturbances and what's it called? And like episodes. But there's another thing. My bed is very messy, so I will have to like do some cleaning in between. Like I will take breaks from reading so that I can so that I guess I can refresh every once in a while, listen to music while I clean my room, or I don't know. But here's an update for now. We got Syl and Blitzwing on. Oh, I hate my shadow. Hold on. So we have Blitzwing here on the wall, and we also have Syl also right here. I don't know if my camera's picking him up, but he is right there. Yep. It's with the experimental drawing I made of him. So there he is. I put Blitzwing on the wall because I am a Yumi shipper. I love him a lot, and I don't know if he would, but he loves me too. I love him a lot. We also have Shockwave here, which I kind of feel like taking my brother's tape and like taping it to the wall because I think that's funny. That's my humor. And another thing, in one of my videos, I think it was the history class video, I had mentioned that Enzo may or may not be appearing in future videos regarding that episode. That, I'm gonna be completely honest, that it may not be fully true, as school is starting again, and Enzo still seems to be in the same area I live in, so that means we may or may not have classes together this year, and that means we may as well just get along and maybe start recording again, because we both really liked doing that, and I would just really like to help them and get them in a better place. Not as partners, but like as friends, because obviously, like, they really need it. So, yeah. But today we're gonna try reading the Jeff the Killer creepypasta again, and hopefully more creepypastas, because I really like creepypasta. I've never really said this before on camera, but I really, really like creepypasta. And every time I show it to my mom, when I tell her, so this is the stuff I want for school this year, she she's like, what the hell is that? And it's literally an image of Smile Dog. So what I really, really, what I might be posting on this channel may just be creepypasta related, or making my own stuff, or just doing things. So, first, my hair is like super weird, but also another thing, Enzo and I both have Tumblr accounts, but we will not be we will not list them. We will not link them to this channel yet. That is until I gain their permission and I feel safe enough to post my Tumblr to this channel. So, without further ado, I have to make a wheel very quickly. But while I do that, we will have music in the background. Not really in the background because it's in front of my computer. But eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you're the one I'm looking for. Fuck. You got the CD player. So yes, it will be in the background because it's gonna be behind the computer. So yeah. And we have CDs. Rob Zombie, Slipknot, fuck. 3 Doors Down. Oh wait, I can't play this one. Youch. Yeah, this is Rob Zombie. Oh, I don't like this one. Wait. We have Korn. I don't know if I actually can post these on YouTube. So copying of the CD or copying of the music? Because the music is on Spotify and YouTube. I don't know if it's like... Oh shit. Oh my god, there's a nail polish thing on there. Anyway, it's gone. I remember when my brother, when he was younger, he used to scratch up DVDs and the TV really badly. But he never really got in trouble for it because he was very young. What am I looking at? Sometimes I wonder why I buy stuff like this. And also, it's super cool. It's like super shiny. Hold on. Wait. And can I shine it at the camera? I did! Hold on. I did it. I love doing stuff like that. Like science. Oh shoot. My stomach hurts! Okay. Little update, or little thing, little blog thing, before I start reading the creepypasta. I'm gonna just talk a little bit about some things that happened today and some things that we did today. So, for one, oh my god, it's so cold in here. For one, well, actually yesterday too, but for one, we went out with my dad today to Chuck E. Cheese because my little sister didn't really get to hang out with him at all. So, we went to Chuck E. Cheese, and there was this little toddler that kept taking my little sister's pacifier and, like, putting it in her mouth. And whenever that happened, I was either somewhere else or I was right there when it happened, because it happened, like, twice. Wait, hold on. Wait. And 9 times out of 10, I was still there. But basically what happened was, the first time I was over where the Terminator thingy was at. So I was playing Terminator, and this little girl, while my sister was playing a game, she went up to her, took the pacifier out of her mouth and put it in hers. And then tried to play with her. And then I was up there. I was like, I looked at my mom like, did that just happen? But I'm not blaming her. She's a little toddler. But like, uh, wait, my mom is calling me. I'm gonna pause the recording. Okay. So I made the wheel for reading creepypasta first or cleaning my room first. Or it's not really my room, just my bed. So, uh, I guess I just spin this. Oh my god, wait, the brightness is very high. Bro, I have to read. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I definitely have to read, alright. Can I get the light out? Thank you. Can I put my shirt over the light? Hold on. My bad. I just did that for no reason. Well, you know what's a little weird? I'm just pulling up the thing real quick. What's kind of weird to me is that the same guy who voiced Patrick Star and Bulkhead in Transformers was like the same guy who was an actor of a guy that said, "I'm gonna cut off your nutsack and pin it to my door or nail it to my door." That is so weird. Oh my god, people are they're still making creepypastas. That's so cool. Okay, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is just the killer, even though I don't really like him that much, but I do like him. I remember when I was younger, I put my tablet background as Sonic.exe, and my tablet didn't want to work anymore. Like it stopped working. And ooh, where is it? There's Candle Cove, bedtime, your time is up. Oh my god, I love your time is up. Uh, where is it? Is Phoenix actually a last name? Hoodie, the Hooded Man. Reboot, Scars of Corruption. Ugh. Nina the Killer. Written anonymously. That's so weird. Um, can I get like the actual? Some of these I have never seen before. However, I actually have. I just remembered my. It's on my foot. Um, didn't they make like a live action adaptation of Ted the Caver? That was so cool. It is cold in my room. Like, oh my gosh, Tiki Toby. Oh, fuck. My iPad. My bad. I'm trying to find it. The true story of the theater. Tell me. Okay. So apparently there's no search bar. Oh, never mind. There is. I just didn't do it. Oh my god. I hate when my throat does that. Oh my god. Ew. What am I looking at? Um. Uh. Where is that? What the freak? Wait. I'm trying to find it. Okay, I think I found it. Can I have like a dark mode or something? I would really like it if there was dark mode on here. Okay. Oh shit! His arm came off. Hold up. My bad. Why is he doing the spread eagle? Nobody knows. Nobody will know. Fuck. Your stupid arm is being so stupid. Like, oh my god. We have Shockwave. I remember today at the restaurant, I said something smart to my mom, and then she was like uh, and then I pulled out Cliff Jumper from my purse, and she was like, "He's not gonna protect you." Oh shit! I forgot to put him back. Before I do this, I would really like to actually organize my bed before I do this because there are my eyeshadow palette, my shirt, and my headphones, and a cup is on my bed. And yeah. So I got too silly. My purse. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here, including Cliff Jumper. Also, at that restaurant, I was thinking about like how the song goes. Like, I just remembered what happened in September, even though. Okay, so when I was younger, I used to listen to that, right? And I never thought about how my birthday was in September. So, like, because of that, I kind of just listened and jammed to it until I just got bored of creepypasta, and then I moved on to like Five Nights at Freddy's. And so and because of that, now that I'm actually into creepypasta and that I can consume media of it, I can, what is it called? I can like, what's it called? I can actually like be a fan. Like I can actually be there for. I cannot see a single thing. I look like an old person. It's so cold in here. I don't want to turn off the fan, but it's like really, really cold. I'm tired. So I'm just gonna pick up around here a little bit. I would really like this if I had a friend with me, but it is unfortunately almost 12 a.m., so I cannot have people over unless it's like a sleepover, which I've never been to before. I was never allowed to have sleepovers, and I'm still not allowed to have them because my parents don't want me to get murdered. So, yeah. Unless it's like a family friend, I don't know. Because I don't really have family friends whose kids are also in the same age as me or age group as me. And whenever I did, stuff bad happened. And that's kind of why I don't have friends my age, like in my group. Because, yeah. Should Cliff Jumper be on my bed or should he, like, um, why is your ankle broken? Um, I remember at the flea market, I was going over to look at the Transformers and Predator figures, and then this fucking Discord mod walks out, makes direct eye contact with me as I'm holding this like sword length umbrella. Like this umbrella was as long as that lamp over there. It was literally that big. And then like as I'm looking at him now, I give him this look like I have my brother right here who threw a computer at somebody just because like they bullied him for a while. Like don't come near me because I can see in your eyes what you were intending. I have this like sixth sense where I know what people's intentions are or like what they've seen, what they've been through. And it kind of leads me to overanalyze people or just like think about what they are or who they are. And it's kind of weird, but it's a weird habit I have. And if it's somebody I know, I'll think about the things they haven't told me about themselves, just so that, like, I don't know, if I'm bored. But yeah, I do that. I also have Wheeljack in a box, but I don't feel like taking him out. I do feel like making a TikTok of him though. So, because he's like still tied up, I want to make a joke about it, like being in Swan Song. Let me find it real quick.
Okay, so today we're going to read the original creepypasta of Jeff the Kill.
What the freak? Oh my god, I'm Tim Sutton. Oh my god, anyway. So, my hair does not want to behave today. So we're gonna read this. And we're gonna start from the top. And just gonna see how that goes. Actually, I don't like the camera like this. Because. Wait, are my feet still out? Ew. Who sent me a text? Is that my friend? So, a friend of mine just sent me this. I don't know if you can read it, so I'm gonna turn the brightness up. Or I'm gonna turn it down. Why does it keep going up? Um, so they just got a text on Tumblr that says hi, and then my friend says, "Hi, who are you?" And then they respond, "Have you ever heard or meet an online sugar daddy before?" Ew. So, now that we have creepy old men out of the way. Oh shit, arm. Oh my god. I don't know if I should read the origins in history because I don't really feel like it. So, yeah. Anyway. Okay. So, what the fuck? Louis? Is that how you spell Lou? Because I'm seeing it spelled as L-U-I, but I've seen a lot of people spell it as L-I-U. Okay. So, now that I got it, now that I actually have the thingy, my iPad is still being weird and dumb, so let me just pause the recording very quickly for for something. Okay. Okay. Waiting for a response from my text message. Wait. What the What is my hair? Okay. So I kind of want my jacket. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Okay. Yummy. So damn cold in here. Okay. So we're gonna start now as I wait for my text to send, but we are going to read this creepypasta with a straight face. And I guess try not to laugh. I don't know. Another theory that has gained traction in recent years is that the original photograph was of an unnamed Stickum girl, this girl, who is alleged to have been crying for attention, who was said to have used images in which the flash from the camera or monitor illuminated and overexposed her face, giving it the bleached out white appearance that's familiar from the Jeff the Killer image. Sure. Her image was subsequent. I've never read this word before. Her image was subsequently screenshotted and adopted by another anonymous user, who then posed as her, using her photograph to ask if I'm pretty. I'm just reading off the origins for a second. my god, I just forgot.
Okay, so now I gotta pause the recording again to actually find it.
Okay, so got the story, got the original story. So, okay, so okay, so I'm gonna read off of where I remember I was at. So they drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man returned and ran away and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash like glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of my house was broken. I looked at I looked it I looked out it to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing, I will never forget that face, those cold, evil eyes, and that psychotic smile. They will never leave my head, this freaking girl. I told you my computer. Police are still on the look for this man. If you see anyone that fits the description in the story, please contact your local police. Please, please contact your local police department. Okay. So I want to know who made this story. Well, I actually already know who, but how old were you when you made this story? Because the literature is it could use a little bit of tune up. Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah, my bad. Hold on. Add on my screen. Let me just zoom in real quick so I can actually read it. Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood. His dad had gotten a promotion at work, and they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Jeff and his brother Lou couldn't complain though. A new, better house. What was not to love? As they were getting unpacked, one of their neighbors came by. "Hello," she said. "I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you." "Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and introduce my son." She turns around and calls her son over. "Billy, these people are your new neighbors." Billy said hi and ran back into play in his yard. My freaking eyes. Every time I stare at something for too long, it starts to freaking. Like if I stare at the floor too long, it's gonna feel like the tiles are moving. So, do I need my glasses? Do I not need my glasses? Um, but whatever. I look like the Evanescence album. You just fix this up really quickly. Um, well, said Jeff's mom, "I'm Margaret, and this is my husband Peter, and my two sons, Jeff and Lou." They introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited them to her son's birthday. Jeff and his brother were about to object when their mother said that they would love to. When Jeff and his family were done packing, Jeff went up to his mom. "Mom, why couldn't you invite us? Why did you invite us to some dumb? To I hate my life. Mom, why would you invite us to some kid's party? If you haven't noticed, I'm not some dumb kid." "Well," said his mother, "we just moved here. We should show that we want to spend time with our neighbors. Now, we're going to that party, and that's final." Jeff started to talk, but he stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything. Whenever his mom said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down in his bed. He sat there looking so he looked. I'm dyslexic. Hold on, I need this thing real quick. Imagine a grown man reading it and then doing the same thing, doing the same performance that I am. We're starting with the feelings. But anyway, he sat there looking at his ceiling, and then suddenly he got a weird feeling. Not so much pain, but a weird feeling. He dismissed it as just some random feeling. He heard his mother call him down to get his stuff, and then he walked down to get it. The next day, Jeff walked downstairs to get breakfast and got ready for school. As he sat there eating his breakfast, he once got that feeling. He once again got that feeling. Okay. We're trying to keep a straight face. Remember, guys, when I make fun of it, it's not because it's not like I'm just trying to stabilize myself. He once again got that feeling. This time it was stronger. It gave him a slight tugging pain, but once again dismissed it. As he and Lou finished breakfast, they walked down to the bus stop. I feel like Timmy from South Park. When he was like, "Get the fuck out the way!" Trying to find out where we last read it. They sat there waiting for the bus, and then all of a sudden, some kid on a skateboard jumped over them, only inches above their laps. They both jumped back in surprise. Hey, what the hell? Very scary. Maybe they'll shove you in your locker too. Hold on. We just. The kid landed and turned back to them. He kicked his skateboard up and caught it with his hands. The kid seems to be about 12, 1 year younger than Jeff. He wears an I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that name, that brand name, but just know it's there. It's there, and the camera quality's not picking it up, so I'm not even gonna try. He wears an A shirt and ripped blue jeans. Well. Oh my god. Well, I gotta send this to her. I gotta send this to I just forgot I have to read this. I actually have to use the bathroom. Well, well, well. It looks like we got some new meat. Suddenly, two other kids appeared. One was super skinny, and the other was huge. Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over there is Keith. Jeff and Lou looked over to the skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have. And he's Troy. They looked over at the fat kid. Talk about a fat tub of lard. This kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling. And I, said the first kid, am Randy. Now, for all the kids in this neighborhood, there's a small price for the bus fare, if you catch my drift. I'm not fucking reading this shit, bro. I'm not reading this fucking Disney musical shit, bro. Anyway. Lou stood up, ready to punch the lights out of all of these kids. Of all of the kids' eyes. When one of his friends pulled a knife on him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I had hoped you would be more cooperative, but it seems we had to do this the hard way. The kid walked up to Lou and took his pocket knife out of his wallet. And took his wallet out of his pocket. My bad, bro. I didn't get it. Jeff got that feeling again. Now it was truly stronger. A burning sensation. He stood up, but Lou gestured at him to sit down. Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid. Listen here, you little punk. Give my bro's wallet or else. Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife. Oh, and what we... Oh. Why does it say Jeff like 8 times? Hold up. Because who made this? It says Jeff like 3 different times. And then it says, kid, the kid, Randy. Fuck, I have to read it. I must. This video is very long. Oh my god. Anyway. Okay. Where was I? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, my bad. I was reading ahead. Um. Oh. And what will you do? Just as he finished the sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it. Randy screamed, and Jeff grabbed the knife from his hand. Troy and Keith rushed Jeff, but Jeff was too quick. He threw Randy on the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm. Their first day in this neighborhood, by the way. What was this? Keith dropped his knife and fell to the ground screaming. Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even need the knife. He just punched Troy straight in the stomach and Troy went down. This is definitely like fucking... What was the company that made Shark Boy and Lava Girl? I forgot. As he fell, he puked all over. Lou could do nothing but look in amazement at Jeff. Jeff, how'd you... was all he said. They saw the bus coming and they knew they'd be blamed for the whole thing. Not if you're in South Park. That fucking bus driver's gonna be like... Anyway. So they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw that They looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As Jeff and Lou made it to school, they didn't dare tell what just happened. All they did was just sit and listen. Lou just thought of his brother of that. Oh, okay. I tell you, when I read in my head, it's like way better, but I cannot. Yeah. Yeah. Lou just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids, but Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. What the fuck? What, can he stop feeling feelings? Anyway, glasses, hold on. I feel like an old person. As he got that feeling, he felt how powerful it was. The urge to just hurt someone. He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help feeling happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school. Even as he walked home, due to the whole thing near the bus stop and how he probably wouldn't be taking the bus anymore, he felt happy. When he got home, his parents asked him how his day was, and he said, in a somewhat ominous voice, it was a wonderful day. Next morning, he heard a knock at his front door. He walked down to find 2 police officers at the door, his mother looking back at him with an angry look. Gotta eat my Doritos for this. You kidding me? I'm not fat. I'm not gonna fucking eat Doritos while I read this shit. I'm gonna Reddit mod. I feel like it's nice. What does the girl want? Let me just not show you my stuff on my iPad. She said peek. Anyway. I thought my name is Darnell. It's not loading. Dude, why did you kill Lou? What the fuck did you do? Wait, I rhymed. Low-key? I'm still looking for it because my thing refreshed. Okay, I got it. Now I know how to read this part because I've heard this tone before. Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids, that it wasn't just regular fighting, and that they were stabbed. Stabbed, son! Ugh, hate how I read that. Jeff's gaze fell to the floor, showing his mother that it was true. Mom, they were the ones who pulled the knives on me and Lou. Son, said one of the cops, you're not my fucking dad. We found 3 kids, 2 stabbed, one having a bruise on his stomach. And we have witnesses proving that you fled the scene. Now, what does that tell us? Oh my fucking god. Can you just get Lou in here? Because he's literally the one that almost got, like, freaking, what's it called? He got robbed, and then he almost got stabbed because Jeff wanted to be the big bad wolf. I cannot. I feel like such a fucking elderly person. It's 12 a.m. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just trying to find out where I left. Okay. Now, what does that tell us? Jeff knew that it was no use. He could say him and Lou had been attacked, but then there was no proof. What? I don't know if this is like a typing error because it says then there was no proof. It was no them attacked who. It was no them who attacked first. Okay, but the kid pulled a knife on Jeff when he got close to Lou. They couldn't say that they weren't fleeing because truth be told they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Lou. Son, call down your brother. Jeff couldn't do it since he was the one who beat up all the kids. Sir, it was me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Lou tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me. The cop looked at his partner and they both nod. Oh my fucking god. Why does he have to, like, why does this is so spontaneous or whatever? Hold up, my glasses are like, I actually thought that the fucking operator was over there. I actually thought there was like a big ass arm over there. It's just a towel. It's just a towel. Well, kid, looks like a year in juvie. Wait, says Lou. They all look up to see him holding a knife. The officers fold their guns and lock them on Lou. It was me. I beat up those little punks. Have the marks to prove it. He lifts up his sleeves to reveal cuts and bruises, as if he was in a struggle. Son, put the knife down. Why do y'all keep calling him son? He's not your fucking kid. Said the officer. Lou held up the knife and dropped it to the ground. Okay, fucking edgelord, whatever. When I was a young boy, my brother killed 3 kids in my neighborhood because he felt a feeling. Lou held up the knife and dropped it to the ground. He put his hands up and walked over to the cops. No, Lou, it was me. I did it. Jeff had tears running down his face. Huh. Poor bro, trying to take the blame for what I did. Well, take me away. The police led Lou out to the patrol car. Lou, tell them it was me. Tell them! I was the one who beat up those kids. Jeff's mother put her hands on his shoulders. Jeff, please, you don't have to lie. We know it's Lou, so you can stop. Jeff watched helplessly as the cop car speeds off with Lou inside. A few minutes later, Jeff's dad pulls into the driveway. He was at work this whole time. I would have. Oh my god, my ass was cooked. If that was me in this situation, my ass was cooked because he would have already came home. And stuff would have no police though. No police. Seeing Jeff's face and knowing something was wrong. Son, what is it? Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were strained from crying. Instead, Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the bad news to him as Jeff wept in the driveway. And after an hour or so, Jeff walked back into the house, seeing that his parents were both shocked, sad, and disappointed. They couldn't look at him, or he couldn't look at them. He couldn't see how they thought of Lou when it was his fault. He just went to trying to... Damn, no dinner? I'm hungry. I'd be hungry after that. Never let me face the camera to the front. I'll be right back. I'm back. So. Now, what did she just send me? She just sent me, I'm creaming. What are you creaming over? It better be me. What is this? What did she just send me? This is a queso video. It says survive the talk show. And it's a queso video. I don't know what that is. I know who queso is, I just don't know, like, what that video is. I'm gonna ask her. Why am I on TikTok? No. Please. It's gone. Refresh, please, creepypasta.com. I am the one who took a dump in the urinal. What? The stalls were full and I didn't want to miss recess. Can you refresh my page, please?
Thank you, creepypasta.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Actually, I will be taking that image of Jeff pretty much because I do like it. If I can, like... Yeah, I'll do that later.
Do that later.
I cannot see the text at all. What happened to the black and white? I don't know. I'm pretty sure the part I was at is when the story actually starts to get really good. Well, not really good, but it's like as in that's when you start to realize Jeff becomes a serial killer. I'm like trying to find it. And my website isn't working. It's literally just this. And it's not loading. That's weird. Weird. Very weird. Yes, very weird. I'm still trying to find it. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this video or for the why. Yeah, it's my sister. Don't listen to a word she says. She's crazy. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be it for the whole series, or not theories. But yeah, that's it for me reading the original Jeff the Killer thingy. But I will make more, and I might read more creepypastas or just more stuff in general because I'm just like bored. I don't really have much to do this summer, so I guess I will. I'm gonna end this video like here. So yeah, bye, bye bye. Until next time, legends. Bye, bye bye.